Baiting the trap. Outsmarting bullies without lifting a finger. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Let's face it, workplace bullies are like that one mosquito at a summer picnic, annoying, persistent, and completely unnecessary. They thrive on creating chaos, undermining others, and feeding their fragile egos. But here's the good news. You don't need to swat furiously to deal with them. Instead, you can outsmart them with elegance and finesse. Welcome to the art of baiting the trap, a strategic, subtle approach to dealing with bullies that lets them unravel themselves while you sip your coffee and smile. Ready to become the unshakable, unstoppable force your workplace needs? Let's begin. Know your bully's game. Before you can outsmart a bully, you need to understand their tactics. Workplace bullies often use intimidation, manipulation, or passive-aggressive moves to get under your skin. They're not operating from a place of strength. They're operating from insecurity, trying to mask their inadequacies by making others feel small. Think of this as your first step to victory, identifying their game plan. Are they undermining you in meetings? Spreading subtle gossip? Claiming credit for your work? By pinpointing their strategy, you'll know exactly where to set your trap. Stay unflappable. Bullies feed on reactions. They thrive when you get flustered, defensive, or visibly upset. So, step one of your counter strategy is to give them nothing. Absolutely nothing. The next time they make a snide remark or try to provoke you, respond with calm indifference. Raise an eyebrow, give a faint smile, and say something neutral like, "Interesting perspective." This will drive them nuts because it denies them the satisfaction they crave. Your calmness is your shield, and their frustration will start to build. Play the long game. Here's a secret about bullies. They're impulsive. They thrive on quick wins, but they're not thinking 5 moves ahead. This is where you have the upper hand. Instead of reacting in the moment, start planning your strategy like a chess master. For instance, if the bully constantly interrupts you in meetings, use their behavior to your advantage. Wait for the right moment, when they interrupt someone higher up or derail a discussion, and subtly highlight the pattern. "I think, name, has a great point. Let's let them finish." By doing this, you're exposing their behavior without directly confronting them, earning respect from others while the bully looks unprofessional. Create an ally network. Bullies love isolating their targets, so your job is to make isolation impossible. Start building strong relationships with your colleagues, especially those who are respected and influential. This doesn't mean becoming a gossip queen or forming cliques. It means genuinely connecting with people and showing them your value. Why does this work? Because bullies rarely attack someone who has a visible support system. When you're surrounded by allies who respect and trust you, the bully will think twice before targeting you. And if they do, you'll have a network ready to back you up. Use silence as a weapon. One of the most powerful tools in your arsenal is silence. When a bully tries to provoke you, resist the urge to explain yourself, defend your actions, or engage in their drama. Instead, let their words hang in the air like an awkward karaoke performance. For example, if they make a snide comment about your work, respond with a calm, unbothered pause. Look at them briefly, then move on to the next point. Silence is disarming. It forces them to fill the void, often revealing their own insecurities in the process. Let the trap spring itself. The beauty of this strategy is that you don't have to do much to outsmart a bully. By staying composed, building alliances, and subtly exposing their tactics, you're laying the groundwork for them to trip over their own behavior. Imagine this scenario. The bully constantly undermines team members, and you've been documenting their antics quietly. One day, they cross the line with someone in leadership or fail to deliver on a big project. Now, when others start noticing their behavior, your receipts come in handy, not for revenge, but to show that the pattern wasn't your imagination. Bullies almost always self-destruct when faced with calm, strategic resistance. All you have to do is step back and let it unfold. Rise above the pettiness. Finally, remember that the best revenge is living well. Bullies want to drag you into their drama, but you're not here to play their game. You're here to win at yours. Stay focused on your goals, deliver stellar work, and let your professionalism speak for itself. As you rise, the bullies' antics will look increasingly petty, and their influence will wane. Success is the ultimate way to show them they have no power over you. Outsmarting bullies isn't about confrontation, it's about strategy. And you've got what it takes to win this game without lifting a finger. Keep calm, stay fabulous, and watch the trap close around them. Expose their overconfidence. Bullies often overestimate their invincibility. They operate under the assumption that they're untouchable and that no one would dare challenge them. That arrogance? It's their Achilles heel. Your job is to nudge them, gently and strategically, into revealing their true colors to the people who matter most. For instance, if the bully has a habit of steamrolling ideas in meetings, let them run wild for a bit. Then, at the perfect moment, calmly ask a pointed, well-prepared question that highlights their lack of substance. Example: how do you see this aligning with the department's quarterly goals? Watch as they stammer and flounder under the weight of their own bravado. The key is Sue. Pleady, your question should appear genuine, not calculated. Enlist the unexpected ally. Every workplace has its unsung heroes. The quiet observers, the gatekeepers, and even the office gossip who knows everything about everyone. These individuals might not be obvious allies, but they can be instrumental in neutralizing a bully's influence. Start building rapport with these behind-the-scenes players. Compliment their expertise, acknowledge their contributions, and casually bring up the bully's behavior in a non-accusatory way. Example: I noticed bully's name can be a bit intense in meetings. How do you usually handle that dynamic? You're not gossiping, you're gathering intel, and in doing so, you're subtly rallying support without lifting a finger. Redirect their energy. Here's a sneaky move. Channel the bully's energy into something that works for you. Bullies thrive on conflict and attention. So what happens if you redirect their focus to a shiny distraction? That's right, they forget about you. Example: if the bully constantly interrupts you in meetings, ask them to help with something outside their usual purview. You're so detail-oriented. Would you mind reviewing this report? Suddenly, their energy is diverted to a task that doesn't involve undermining you. They'll feel important, you'll get some breathing room, and everyone wins. Well, mostly you. Strengthen your reputation. A bully's power often relies on discrediting their target. To counter this, focus on building a bulletproof reputation. Deliver exceptional work, meet deadlines with ease, and let your results speak louder than any smear campaign. When your work is impeccable, people will naturally question the bully's narrative. Even if they try to undermine you, your consistent performance will make their efforts look desperate and petty. Think of your reputation as an impenetrable fortress, one they can't breach no matter how hard they try. Leverage their network against them. Bullies often have enablers, people who support them out of fear, loyalty, or shared agendas. Your goal? Turn those enablers into neutral parties or, better yet, allies. Start by engaging these individuals directly. Show them your competence, professionalism, and collaborative spirit. Over time, they'll begin to see the stark contrast between your approach and the bully's antics. Once they start questioning their allegiance, the bully's power base begins to crumble. Document their downfall. Remember in part 1 when we discussed documenting everything? Now's the time to put that strategy into overdrive. Keep a detailed record of the bully's behavior, from snide comments to missed deadlines. Dates, times, and specifics are your best friends here. When the bully eventually crosses the line, and they will, you'll have a comprehensive, factual account ready to present to the appropriate people. This isn't about revenge, it's about self-protection and accountability. With solid evidence, you'll shift the narrative from "he said," "she said," to undeniable truth. Let the dominoes fall. By now, you've set the trap. The bully's arrogance has been exposed, their network is crumbling, and their antics are well documented. All that's left is to let the dominoes fall. This part requires patience. Bullies tend to self-destruct when they realize their tactics no longer work. For example, if the bully tries to escalate their behavior, their desperation will become evident to everyone around them. When leadership intervenes, with your well-timed documentation in hand, they'll have no choice but to face the consequences of their actions. Keep your crown polished. As satisfying as it is to see a bully undone, remember that your ultimate goal is career advancement, not petty revenge. Use the momentum you've gained to solidify your position as a leader. Advocate for yourself, take on new challenges, and continue to build your network of allies. When people look back at how you handled the situation, they'll see a calm, strategic professional who rose above the nonsense. That's the kind of reputation that opens doors and propels you to the top. Outsmarting a bully isn't about confrontation. It's about strategy, patience, and a little bit of flair. By exposing their flaws, redirecting their energy, and building your own power base, you've turned their antics into stepping stones for your success. Remember, the best revenge is thriving in the very environment they tried to dominate. So, keep your head high, your trap well set, and your coffee strong. You've got this. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.